In this tutorial, we're going to make a simple shaped animated camera border. Let's begin by clicking General. First thing we want to do is separate the screens into three by going to the bottom left hand corner, pulling across to the middle, back to the bottom left hand corner and pulling up halfway. In the top screen, click the camera icon, then the two circles above, press Z and then rendered. On the screen below, at the top left hand corner, change the editor type to shader editor. Now we want to go over to render properties, color management, view transform from filmic to standard, then film and transparent, then up to output properties, frame rate 60, file format to FFmpeg video, encoding container to WebM, and video codec to WebM/VP9. Then under file format, where we've just put it to FFmpeg video, we want to click RGBA. Now, in the main workspace, we want to select the cube, delete the cube, select the light source, delete the light source, select the camera, press Alt-R, Alt-G to reset the camera, click Move, and then move the camera up. Press Shift A to add a new mesh, and we're going to add a plane. Press 0 on the numpad. Then we need to resize the plane so it takes up the camera window. So press S, then X, scale on the X axis and take it just past the boundary. You may need to resize it on the Y axis as well. Now we're going to press Tab and we're going to select the top two nodes. Hold Control to select the other node. Then we're going to right click and we're going to subdivide twice. And again with the bottom. And subdivide twice. And then with the sides. And now what we're going to do, we're going to select these two nodes, hold Shift to select the other one, and press J to join them. Select the node in the corner, press Delete, and vertices. Do the same in the opposite corner. So, select this node, press Shift, select this node, press J to join them, select the bottom right hand corner node, and delete, and then vertices. And that's going to give us our shape. Press Tab, then Control A, and select Scale. So when we resize in a minute, it sees all sides as equal. Press Tab, select all your nodes, press I, and then we're going to bring it in to just into the camera border. And we're going to press I again and bring it in. This will actually make our border. So now we want to select all the outside nodes. So hold Alt and click on one of the nodes. And we're going to scale this one up past the borders of the camera. Like that. Now we want to select all the inside nodes. So hold Alt again. Click inside. And we're going to press U and mark seam. We're now going to go over to the UV editing tab. And we're going to press U, Smart UV Project. OK. And we're going to need this map for later. So we're going to select UV, export UV layout, and export it as plain or give it another name. Export UV layout. Now we're going to go back to layout. Press tab. Click on the face select and select the inside faces. Hold Control to select. You can skip a few and it will make its own path round. Then we press delete and faces. Now we want to go to the materials tab. New. We're going to change it from principled BSDF to holdout. And that will render this invisible. Now press tab. Shift A. Mesh and circle. Click your mouse wheel to come out of the camera view and move it around slightly. And what we need to do now is move the circle down. Press tab. Press F to fill it. Press tab again. S to size it, and we're going to size it up. And as you can see in your rendered window, it starts to fill out the blank where we've left the border. Press 0 again to go back into camera view. In the material tab, click new. And now we're going to move over to the nodes. Zoom in. Select BSDF. Delete. Add. Shader. Emission. Click to place. Hold emission and pull over to surface. Add. Converter. Color ramp. Place and pull color to color. Move this along. Add texture, gradient texture, and place, and from color to FAC. Now with the color ramp, we're going to select the first slider. Position, we're going to click and type 0.333, enter. Select the second slider. Click position, 0.665. Then click the color. Then click the color bar underneath. Press RGB. Bring this little circle all the way to the top. Then select a color. I'm going to go red. Do the same on the other side. Select the white. Select the white bar. And then we'll go for a blue on this side. And you'll see with this, you'll get a nice little color mix in the middle. Now we want to pull up our timeline. For end, we want this to last about 10 seconds. So type in 600. Scroll out on the timeline. With your circle selected, press I and rotation. Move the slider up to 600. Press R and type in 359.999. Press enter. Press I and then rotation. Press play to check to make sure everything's to your liking. When you're happy, go to output settings, where it says output TMP, press the little folder icon, click documents, name it what you'd like, click accept, then press Ctrl and F12 to render. Once this is finished rendering, we will jump over to paint.net or whatever picture editor you prefer. Now we're in our photo editor, we want to find the map that we saved earlier. So File, Open, Documents, and Plane. Now we want to go to Image and rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Select the magic wand and then select the grayed part. Then we will go Edit, Copy, File, New. Okay. We want to add a new layer and delete the background layer. So we've got our transparency. Then edit, paste. And I want to ever so slightly make this smaller than the edge of the canvas, as sometimes it can confuse things later on. And then we're going to fill it in any colour you want to. I tend to use green. And then we want to save this as a PNG and call it a mask. And save. Accept all that. And now we're ready to jump into OBS or Streamlabs as I'm using. Now that we're in Streamlabs, we want to add our border. So we're going to add a new source. Media. Add a new source. Name it what you'd like. Find your source, which we saved in Documents. Click Loop. Unclick Show Nothing when playback ends. And click Done. Resize it to roughly your camera border. And now, as you can see, we're coming out the sides of the border. So we want to go to the webcam or whatever camera you're using. right click, filters, add, image mask / blend. We'll name it mask. Press done. Change the type to alpha mask, alpha channel. Find the mask that we made earlier. Click done. And now you can see a little bit of adjustment needed. But we fit perfectly. If you've enjoyed this content, please like, comment and subscribe. And thank you for watching.
For me.